here. And look at what we got right here. It's going to be Inkling versus Sonic. I haven't actually seen much Sonic in this game. Can you tell me a little bit about that character?
Yeah, of course. So he lost the spin dash shield cancel, which many consider to be a death sentence for him, but he definitely picked up some new stuff in the process, namely that homing attack. Bam has been making excellent use of it in the games I've played with him. It's so quick, borderline unreactable, and of course if you choose to hold it, you can, just to get the timing right or do a little bit more damage.
So there's no more spot dodging that attack because he can just hold it. And then I saw him combo off of it as well. Looks like an extremely potent tool for Sonic in neutral here. Look at that, just hunting him down.
Immediately, it feels like you're playing Sonic Adventure with how quick the homing attack is.
I love that game. So that's a good look for Sonic here. However, cyve immediately striking back, and the percentages are looking very even. How's Sonic kill power looking this game?
I'd say just about the same. Forward smash, still the same giant move. Back air, same deal. And of course, Sonic has a new dash attack animation, making it a single hit, so it's a bit more reliable. We'll see exactly how far Bam's able to take this lead, though, taking the first stock pretty quickly. Inkling, of course, everyone fears her recovery because of the distance, but it's relatively free to hit on the way up as long as you're not below her when she starts it.
Exactly, and Bam making excellent use of that, and he's trying to run with the lead. Literally, that's a fast little hedgehog. He is going to make it back in the rollers, not going to hit there. cyve desperately trying to get this kill in the pocket.
Yeah, when you see that side B come out from Inkling, you know what's up.
You know, he's looking. However, Bam, very, very aware of what cyve is looking for. One of the things that I feel is really important in this matchup, though, is even if that roller doesn't connect, she is going to, oh, there it is, and that is the kill.
It's going to connect.
It is going to connect eventually.
Eventually,
and even if it doesn't, it's going to leave that ink on the ground, and Sonic, being so reliant on his speed, is going to have issues playing neutral on that sort of custom hazard, so to say.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And of course, it's going to hamper the dash punish ability as well. Now we see cyve just recharging his ink, getting a second to breathe. He's going to throw those splat bombs. I'd say it's comparable to set play in team fighting games.
For sure.
So
and here we see cyve already pretty much evening up the game. And I think if cyve adjusts his recovery a little bit, maybe go a little bit higher, maybe mix it a little bit up a little bit more, I feel like he can make a lot more usage out of basically Inkling's mobility to avoid kills, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure. But Sonic, of course, so fast, he can hunt you down as well as run away from you with a lead. But Bam, opting to just keep it honest, go for the straight-up fight. Ooh, and a little bit of a frame trap right there. Just going to jab through the spot dodge after the forward smash was avoided.
And the spin dash into the homing attack, as you mentioned, that looks also very safe. And the way Sonic just chases you down looks very, very scary. And cyve, he has to throw out these hitboxes to contest that homing attack just like that.
Yeah, and Inkling, not the highest damage output character for single hits like that, so we could see Bam continue to trade, but the up throw to up air attempt, no, not quite going to connect. It's a bit less reliable than initially expected. Oh, and Bam just falling short, getting stuck under the stage, but on Stadium 2, a bit of a deceptive underside. Yeah,
he had to dodge that splat bomb to make it back safely. Went a little bit too low there, and cyve is going to happily take that kill. Look at all the ink on Sonic, a back air, lots of damage coming out, and cyve, look at that, the roller, is that it? The up smash is not going to connect, but a nice attempt by cyve. But Bam on the other side, mixing up his mashing to make the timing unpredictable.
Yeah, that was brave to try it on the top platform, making sure it would have killed. Of course, Sonic was only at roughly 90% when that happened, so I think that was optimal. Still a gamble, though.
Still a gamble, and cyve, I mean, he can gamble. He has a lot of room to work with here. Lapping Bam in percents and a stock ahead as well.
Yeah, with such an even start, man, cyve has really snowballed his momentum going into this final stock here. Gonna ink him up again, make those kills just a bit easier to get.
Yep, one of the best jabs in the game. You cannot punish her between the jabs, and if she hits, that's 20% plus a lot of ink. Bam. Forward throw, no longer a kill throw, quite a different angle on that throw right there.
Bam looking to knock cyve away with the spring, but not quite going to pay off. Of course, such a mobile character.
Ooh, the sweet spot back air, and a two-stock by cyve after a little bit of a rough start.
Super soaker right to the face,
Super soaker, yep.
And yeah, cyve just showing his adaptability as a player, maybe taking a second to catch on to the new mechanics Sonic brings to the table here.
Yeah. I mean, cyve is very, very familiar with Sonic as a character back from Smash 4, because we do have X's in Europe representing Sonic in a big way, but Germany had a few Sonics as well. And I feel like cyve, with the amount that he traveled in Smash 4's lifespan, really picked up enough to you know, just gather that new data, incorporate it in what he already knew, and then formulate a new game plan. And as we saw, it worked out beautifully.
Yeah, man. After a shaky start, cyve just going to recover. Now Bam's turn to counterpick. If I'm Sonic, I'm generally looking for a larger stage where I have some more room to run around, right? But Inkling benefits from a similar set of attributes in the stage. I would agree.
However, on this rule set, we do have Wileys available. If cyve does not ban Wileys, I would really like Bam to go there. I think the bigger blast zones are also pretty much in favor of Sonic because, as we saw last game, the main way that he's going to kill cyve is with that offstage gameplay, and having those bigger blast zones is not as big of a deal in that case.
Right, and it's also difficult for Inkling to get KOs normally, you know, unless you're getting
the stray
roller
hits,
into smashes. Yeah.
Stray hits don't really kill for Inkling. However, I have a suspicion that cyve is ahead of the game, and he knows that. He probably has banned Wileys, and I already see Snake coming out from Bam. Do you think that's a good call?
Third party man, and yeah, I think against cyve's entire character pool, or rather both of his characters, Snake is a relatively good choice. He's got the staying power to contend with Inkling and Diddy Kong, you know, not characters known for their raw kill power by any means.
For sure. And a lot of control. However, Snake's disadvantage with those grenades can be really strong. Look at that, the shield plus grenade already countering the attack-heavy gameplay that Diddy can bring to the table.
And of course, the command grab being the other side of the coin for Diddy.
Exactly, and we really want to see cyve go for those grabs just like he did right there. And look at that grab game. That's so very strong versus Snake. Forward air into running down tilt. Good tech chases. That's one of those changes in Ultimate that really favors Diddy. The running tilts, so strong.
Yeah, as soon as we found out that we could do that, I was like, man, Diddy's going to be terrifying. But a character who hasn't received too much representation at the top echelon of gameplay. cyve, one of the first to really show you on the big stage at a major tournament that Diddy is, I mean,
still on the board.
Yeah, question's still out there, right? We'll see how the rest of the match and the tournament unfolds.
Exactly, but definitely a threat. Look at that, banana to forward smash, still a confirm, and that neutral air was a little bit of an overextension by Bam right there. Let's see how he recovers from that. What do you want to see Bam do in this match to bring it back to even?
I want to see him anti-air a lot with up tilt. Diddy, of course, a character who loves to jump in at you, but his ground pokes are just as potent as we were talking about. So probably best answer to that is to not SD at 70%.
No, that was good from Bam. That was a gimp by pure pressure.
You're right. I mean,
give him the benefit of the doubt right there.
Depending on who you ask, they may say that he outplayed him. And the directional air dodge is barely enough to snag the edge. Bam hanging on here, 80% down, but Snake, a character who tacks on so much damage per exchange, just has to get those exchanges going.
Yep, and there they are!
Whoa, Bam! Sending this man to Valhalla.
Literally, the axe kick coming in hot, and Bam sitting pretty on the stage control right now. The grab coming in, nice tech chase, a little bit off on the execution, but he had the right idea, and that is one of those things that really, at least mentally, helps you when you mess those kind of things up.
That's that ally style Nair 1 tech chase. I love how he got over the get-up attack as well. Jumping after Snake's down throw. Yep. Low-key one of the best answers to a lot of tech, or rather get-up options.
I can see it, and there's the banana to forward smash again. Not going to kill. Bam sitting at 150. Ooh, and down tilt does not break the cypher.
Yep, just going to tank right through that, not going beyond the damage threshold necessary to break Snake's heavy armor.
There's Nikita sending it up to create a lasting hitbox, preventing cyve from moving in. Dash attack, very good whiff punish right there by Snake. And Bam is really grooving here. He's got a lot of damage already on cyve's final stock, and he's still living at 160. The forward throw, not gonna kill.
Snake with a stock lead, one of the most dangerous forces in this game. He could just continually trade with you, blow himself and you up with grenades. And of course, he's only taking damage. He's a stock up, and all of those trades are bad for you, regardless of your character.
Snake's so good at trading. However, that is going to be an unfavorable trade right there for Bam. He is going to land the up smash and going to get this advantage trade right here on the respawn immediately. cyve is definitely in up tilt range here, and that is one of the most consistent kill moves in the game. So let's see. Ooh, nice air dodge canceling the cypher right there. Ooh, Bam definitely looking for those up tilts.
Okay, there's the trade. And Bam taking the game off of cyve, Germany's best player in Smash 4. Yep. Likely a shoo-in for that spot in Ultimate, just by default. But of course, we could see all kinds of stuff happen. It's a new game, new you.
Exactly. What I really like there is, outside of like the unfortunate SD and the spike, is that Bam he kept his composure. Once he got that lead, he kept his composure. He went for the trades. He didn't really force it. At the end, he was kind of fishing for the up tilt, but he had the room to do that. You know, he had room to work with. If he just kept trading, he could have brought Diddy to 160, down throw him into a guaranteed up tilt. So he had a lot of kill options there. It was very rough for cyve to get out of that situation.
I wonder if we'll see cyve stick with Diddy Kong or switch back to the Inkling. If I had to guess, I'd say he would probably consider switching back. This is not a bad matchup for Diddy by any means, but definitely one that Snake is very competent in.
It's a rough call, you know, because we saw two entirely unique matchups. We saw Inkling versus Sonic and Diddy versus Snake. So if you go Inkling versus Snake, how will that go? There's no data on it, and that's going to make it a rough call for cyve to make. However, he did lose that game. He is going to be the one to get the counter pick advantage. So perhaps Bam is... I do believe Bam is going to stick to Snake. So it's all up to how cyve sees, how cyve likes his chances here.
Hold up. He is not going to stick to Snake. This is actually Bam's third character. He's got a Roy for sure. Sword characters, I think, a good choice to contend with the Inklings. Just being able to outrange them. They're not known for their buttons. It's kind of the mixture of their mobility, the setups with the splat bomb, and the little bit of range that they do have.
The back air is extremely good. 6 frames of landing lag, extremely disjointed, great range because she reaches all the way back. And that is one of her main moves to contend with these sword characters, as we're seeing out of cyve right now. A lot of the damage that he's gotten so far is raw back airs.
It's the Super Soaker.
It's the Super Soaker.
All right, Bam. Not able to get anything meaningful off that down throw. You can generally turn that into 20, 30 damage depending on what you have for a follow-up, but just hedging his bet's going to go for the guaranteed weak up tilt.
And look at the damage coming out by cyve. That splat bomb into the back air. A lot of damage right here. 104% on Bam. Roy, relatively heavy though, and Inkling is not the most amazing killer. Let's see if Bam can make this comeback happen. cyve definitely has to watch out for something like a jab to sweet spot back air here.
And Roy, on the other hand, tons of kill power. If you manage to land the sweet spot, of course.
Ooh, side B, not going to sweet spot, but it is going to be an offstage scenario, and a neutral B! That's going to kill!
That's such an excellent choice at the edge due to its low ending lag. You could see some self-made frame traps there from Roy. Now Bam extending this lead just a bit. How's he going to get back? Yes, just taking the high road.
That platform,
Just throwing the splat bombs. Has to watch his ink as well. Getting the opening to recharge your ink a lot harder than something like Cloud's Limit, for example. There's a lot more downtime on it, and we see that splat bomb used as a guard for cyve as he just goes into the ground. And speaking of going into the ground, there we go, a roller into forward smash. Interesting that cyve goes for that. I generally see Inkling players use up smash, but I think he just wanted to ensure the kill. They were already on the left side of the stage.
The mechanics with that up smash in Bury is that if you're heavier than Mario or Corrin, because they're the same weight, then you won't get picked up by the launcher hitbox into the sweet spot. And I do believe Roy is heavier than that. So he's not?
I believe he's 95 weight.
Oh, okay.
So it's less than Mario, though.
Right, okay. So he could have gone for the up smash instead, opting for the forward smash. Still going to kill, though. And more than anything, he was baiting Bam into swing there to get that roller. And that is something that Bam really has to watch. You don't want to be whiffing versus Inkling or hitting the shield with those big moves.
And cyve back in the game in a big way right now. Oh, Bam trying to wave land on that platform. One of the unique parts of Kalos, of course, is that those platforms do hang over the edge. Can give you some extra options to escape disadvantage or to put yourself right back in it. We see Bam jumpless off the stage, and Roy just a little bit shy of making it there.
That. cyve making his way back into the game just like he did last time. That Inkling coming in strong, a lot of damage, especially at those early percents, but the Becker a little bit too stale to combo into anything.
And the chase down begins. This is where this character really thrives. I think trying to force a kill is difficult for her, but similar to Snake, once you can play with the lead, it becomes a game of cat and mouse, right? A wild goose chase, so to speak. And cyve, I love that. The dash dance to aid his tech chase. Fake out going one way, entice Bam to roll to the center, and then right there to pick it up.
Oh, early up B, and cyve, a little bit of an error right there. Once again, though, he has room to work with, and he can still make this victory happen. 112% on Roy right there. He is going to make it from the ledge, and that reverse nair was a very nice reversal of fate. But the up smash is not going to connect, and cyve still has a little bit more work to do.
Yes, just not dashing far enough. And now we see Bam with a chance to break away, getting some weak up airs. I think he could have gotten a lot more damage had he gone for something else. But either way, that landing up air is still your best combo starter is Roy.
For sure, and those weak hits, that's exactly why we see people opting for Crom. Getting that weak up air, it basically reset your advantage state back to neutral, and that's definitely not favorable for Roy. But Bam working around it beautifully, still getting those hits, still getting that advantage state. Gonna get outranged by that zone breaker forward air. cyve in his face right now, trying to put on all the pressure he can. Back air walling. And Bam going straight over that move. Is that it?
Yes, it is.
And Bam makes the upset happen. I think cyve is a top 3 seed here today.
Dude, I was going to say just before that, that cyve is 1 forward smash away from losing, and Bam catching him overextending that slight lean back on the forward smash just enough to get him out of range and close the set with a forward smash. Yeah. Bam winning with 2 different characters, but playing 3 different characters the entire set.